Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Last part, we got through the Quarry Mill side quest, got through what was left of Little Ala Mihgo, and now we have big trouble in Little Ala Mihgo. We have a level sync down to 31 story quest. Wilred, did no other survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals is supposed to be the start. We're going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were just going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgar to summon him. Just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zonrock and make up with Lizardman's cash. They caught us in so many dead. Gods, forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay with your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgressions, but the soul is too high a price to pay for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Ala Mihgan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Well, we're dealing with the Amalja yet again. We only wanted... Get slowed, or don't get slowed. You can make that choice too, I suppose. Alright. Good night. Heck. The wolves must pay for their crimes. Oh, we've got more friends again. And we've got a battle drake on the field. It's fine. Let us AoE these things down. Because, well, we can. Thunder 2. What now? Tempered pikemen? Oh no. Come me, bless of our Lord's breath. No, they got tempered by Ifrit, it seems. Go ahead and hop on Glow for Blood. No, I don't wanna die! Fire! Deal with you real quick, if you are taking on our shaman. We almost have him. Alright. Okay. Okay. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. This battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let's return to Little Ala Mihgo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Bullwood? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? Well, no one said anything about that maskman told us we could defeat the Empire if we saw in Ralgar. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of the sorry tale back in Little Ala Mihgo. I dare say Arya will wish to hear it as well. Yeah. 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 So let's go ahead and warp on back. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger, and told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. Never saw him again. I want so desperately believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. People are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may have been lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to find who we are. No matter where we may be, Ala Mihgo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Ala Mihgo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Yay! We're welcome now. Let's grab the high potions, I guess. Well, back to square one. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilra told you is the extent of our knowledge of the Masked Ranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Pray return to the waking sands. I'm... Welcome back, Arya. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Coriamel and Little Ala Mihgo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Hebrea? Yeah, well, not really. Planted the knowledge of some of the impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Astians would employ. When many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. Lewis needs to delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. No, I'm good. I already took my little break. I'm good to continue. I think it's supposed to be like a, hey, this next one is higher level, but it's really not. Terror at Falgord. While you were tending to business in Thalon, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Hebrea's description has been sighted in North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. If 12 willing, we will pick up La Hebrea's trail once more. Naraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Arya. Yeah, well, you know, y'all make it pretty easy by giving me so much experience. Yeah. Alright, so if you remember when we took a little jaunt up here before, we saw Naraxia hanging out with everyone else. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Walking one is to investigate sinister one? Then heed will this one's words. This one is friends with a walking one in the Ash Crowns Consortium. According to friendly one, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly sinister one. Walking one should go and speak with digging one Medrod. Digging one is to be found at Falgord Float in the North Shroud. So we haven't actually ever been to North Shroud, but our best bet to get there is going to be going to New Britannia. And I believe we can Ethernet right over to North Shroud because we did go ahead and unlock it. You have 14,000 experience for getting the map. And welcome to North Shroud. You'll see there's level 1 enemies out here. I'm scared. But more importantly, we have side quests. Okay. We'll do these on the way over. Yeah. Well, that's a thing I was not expecting this bad of. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's like one side quest here that is like above our level. Our rough level anyway. Anyway, let's go take care of these. A clear sign. You've come to lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly never-ending list. I'll need you to head west across the road and scrub down 2 of the malmstones. Swear by Navika, those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with Kajawa at Tree Speak Stables. Once you've seen them, she'll be glad to hear the milestones are clean for the next 3 battles at least. Okay. So, let's not jump over here, apparently. Let's jump here. That's more like it. And here is our first one right up here. This area is actually kind of laid out weirdly. Like, you've got these level 5 enemies here, and then, like, right across the bridge, you've got your, like, level 30 enemies. It's kind of weird. It's kind of... Some of the stuff is just a thing. In the original level 14, it was way worse. You would literally just be wandering, oh, look, there's a high-level enemy, and oh, look, you're now dead. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Anyway, here is our second one, and luckily the destination we need is not very far away, and that wood whaler seems to have made friends with some ladybugs that happen to just wander a slight bit too close to him. Alright, what do we got here? The nose. If you want for work, I have needed an adventurer willing to dirty her hands. No, I speak not of dark deeds. I mean only to have you deliver something. I would myself would not dare venture deep into the closed wood, but you seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague Gillian, it's a very similar name, will furnish you with the item in question and provide all the necessary directions. She should be somewhere behind the stables, supervising the field hands. So, right back there. Let's talk with the Kajawa. Something. Was that? You've been cleaning milestones? Why, thank you. With all the chores I need doing around here, I was afraid that would be left to get even filthier. And it's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here are wont to lay their eggs on them. As to why, well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew would keep the beast away. I sense a quest. Death to the bean thieves. Did you hear about the Mata of Hearstmill? Apparently Opos crept into her stores and made off with her Muntoi beans. Ordinarily, Opos wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste. The food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see the meta so dispirited. They track down the thieving Opos and cover the Muntoi beans. I'm told that 6 bags were taken, all told. The meta is well respected by all the women of Hearstmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hearstmill lies just to the north of here. You're like to run into Opos on the way. But you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. Okay. And there I go, right-clicking on my desktop again. Alright. Bodwine. Jumping at shadows. If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you call some Mightlands for us? We turn a lot of chocobos here, see, and the youngins go wild when they get a sniff of Mightland. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. And let me tell you, it ain't easy training a chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees a shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. If you could rid us of a few Mightlands, we'd be in your debt. Sure. Speaking of chocobo, do you sell Gasol greens? No. That is a resounding no. I don't think it's gonna be in tools. Yeah, that's for crafting. Dang it. I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I don't. Alright, I need to get back behind the stables, which apparently I need to go the other way around. Oh my goodness. I knew there was going to be side quests here. I guess I just wasn't expecting... Oh, by the way, there's a whole batch of low-level ones, too. Hello, Gillian. Well, I'll be. We actually found someone willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap sacks over yonder atop the crate. It ain't the most convenient location to share, but where else can we store that stinking shite? Know where a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. There was a no down at Blessed Bud. That's what's to hear in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his garden pretty bloomin' seriously. Alright, let's grab burlap sack. And take it over. So, see, the Fiend Thieves and nose. Let's head over to that one. And we've got our Mightlings here. I'm gonna go ahead and just... Ow. That didn't just match I was hoping. To remember I'm a tad bit lower level than I'm really used to. So I know. I need like a few more. Nope, we're done. Hello, no. Not jumping. That odor. Is that what I think it is? Yeah. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. This bounty of chuggable manure shall nourish the plants and ensure their continued growth. Please relay my sincerest thanks to Beyond upon your return to Tree Speak Stables. And a word of advice, wash your hands quickly lest the exfoliating stench of feces linger. Yeah, let's go, I guess we can jump in and go turn these quests in and see what else we get before we head off and work on the Oppo stuff. Welcome back, friend. I gather from the smell that the task is complete. Oh, I didn't neglect to inform you of the task contents. I cannot apologize enough. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles along with my thanks. Woohoo! 10 potions. Well, talk the bad one. Thank you for your help. You can finally get back to training the young birds. Chuggables are skittish by nature, see, and training them takes a deal of patience. It don't make the task any easier. The soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. Anyway, we're grateful for the help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. I am absolutely freezing, so before I accept the next quest here, I need to turn off my window fan. The value of the Violkin. We haven't forgotten how you helped us out there with the Mightlands. Speaking of which, if you've got a bit of time to spare, could I trouble you to gather some aphids? You can find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud. But don't be surprised if your presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're rather fond of wee Violkin, you see. When you've gathered enough aphids, deliver them to Captain Goothred over at Etat's Aspire and tell him the Tree Speak Stable sent its regards. Okay. If you say so. So, back over to the little bit of west here. As well. Yeah. Tangled undergrowth here. Oh, hello, drinker ladybug. How are you? Oh, I still need to examine it. Alright. That's gonna take us back up to where all this nonsense began. Boy. Hello. What's that? You have something for me? I do. Ah, aphids from Bodwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, their oil, of course. There is not better for maintaining our weapons. Were not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. What to think of Bodwine personally, and thanks to you as well, friend. And of course, you have another quest for me. No quarter given. Are you just the person your efforts on behalf of the Tree Speak Stables mark you out as a genuine talent? If you have confidence in your Valacraft, mayhap you would agree to help us in our fight against the Ixal. According to reports, Ixali scouts have been sighted by the river due west of here. Though the area is uninhabited, it borders Tree Speak Stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were to be summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 Ixali talents, 2 Ixali Lost Wings, and 2 Ixali Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. that is gonna take us over west there. But since we're, like, you know, right here, let's deal with some Opo-Opos. And apparently by Opo-Opos I mean whatever the heck else comes our way. Alright. Wait, did that one seriously be like, oh, you attack my buddy up top, I'm going to come after you now. Alright. So that's going to take us up north, but real quick, let's go ahead, jump over, and deal with this XIV business. Level 5, yeah, I can just do this. Like, get this one snake's going. Alright. Ow. I'm just making friends with all of the local wildlife, I guess. Alright. Back to the fire, and there goes Dragona. Hi, Dragona. It was nice having you around. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We could muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. Must needs consult with the commander. Alright. So now I do believe we are safe to head up to the top a little bit there, the Peace Garden. Just power through these quests, oh my gosh. First things first, of course. Chocobo! Alright. Hey, the bird. Hematophagic harassment. Ain't seen your face around here before. My sworn duty to protect the peace of Hurst Mill and protect her from them is what do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community, we've hardly any fighting folks, so there's always a need for battle-sappy types. What with all the beasties lurking hereabouts. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midgets of late. The buggers are driving our patrols to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we know you for a friend. Jeez. Kill these bugs and... yeah, you're our friend. Sure. Anyway, a Glim Harvest. You'll have the look of an adventure. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick a Glimshroom for me. You haven't the faintest idea what a Glimshroom is, do you? Glimshroom is the common name for a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescence. Did you say a glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There's a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first ones you come across, the brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest Glimshrooms for myself, but there is a small amount of Pixel scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. Here we go. Good ol' Bug Slayer. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young lady? You have something for me? I do. I'm missing bags of Muntoy beans. How? You didn't track down those wretched Opo-Opos, did you? I'd all but given up hope before you arrived, but with these beans I can make enough Muntoy tonic for everyone in Hurst Mill. As long as I have enough microchew leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntoy tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. Do you know what? He drank the whole cup in one great gulp without making so much as a face. Oh, he grows stronger and braver by the day, nay, the very hour. Either that, or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. When I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. Drink your beans, dear. Oh dear, if I'm to make this much Muntoy tonic, I'll need far more microchew leaflets. Young lady, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the microchews outside the hamlet? Whipping up a fresh batch of Muntoy tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink. Absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Last few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch this up. Not unless you add microchewed leaflets anyway. Apparently, the taste and smell are too distracting, or some such nonsense. Oh, it will listen to me probably on like an Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon. It'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Yeah, a big shame, wouldn't it? Well, at any rate, let's go deal with these quests. So, we'll find the microchews we need literally right out here, so... Yeah, I was expecting it to die, I'll be honest. I'm not expecting you to, like, live after I hit him very much. Alright, one more. Oh, but we do need to smidge spore, and of course I also pissed off that. Is this a... It is a little boss fate, but... No, I have pissed off a tree, it looks like. Okay. Go ahead and take care of the swarm. Of course, this is off the microchew. Oh, let us equip the bracelet and level sync down. If this person stops running it all over creation, what's the point that running stuff around like that doesn't actually really help? It just kind of pisses off people. Especially when, say, if you pull aggro in a dungeon and then you do this so the tank can't actually pull aggro. Yeah, all you're gonna do is piss off the tank. Put it that way. Anyway, let's go ahead and take this thing out. Yeah, just running around like that, honestly, really, just makes you feel better. That's about it. Anyway, I pick up a yokai medal, and of course I still have my other gear. Alright. What was it? 2 more mixed forms? Of course, I do still need to go down and do the other quest, so I don't need to go two-hand, but I did. I took care of all the ones up here. So, let us continue our way down towards Glimshrooms. And there we go, there is a Glimshroom. Let's go ahead and harvest it. I don't see any Exol. What's the big issue? I don't see any issue here. Well, back we go and see if they have anything else for us, or if we can finally continue on with the story. This might be another one of those longer ones as I push for a specific destination. I don't know if I'm gonna make it though, because I was expecting these quests to take so long. It's like, I was hoping they wouldn't be here, but they are. Anyway, just go in the same order. Done us a great kindness in proving yourself capable besides. Take this with Hurstmill's thanks. Oh, before you go, I've thought of something else you could do for us. Oh, of course you did. Honors of the Hedge Tree. You mind going to the Hedge Tree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with their holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixal pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the Hedge Tree, well, I don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if you'd head southeast to the Hedge Tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, if you chance to encounter any Ixal, send them packing. Be warned though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? Alright. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna go turn the rest of these quests. Right, okay, that's where the Hedge Tree is. Got it. Were you able to find the Glimshrooms? Yes, I found it. Oh, would you look at that glow? Perfect! This will help me mix a potent remedy for the Creeping Death. To forestall the obvious question, the Creeping Death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Hyurian population of Gridania. Though it now can be cured through simple conjure, it doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of the medicine. After all, out here in Hearthmill, we can't always rely on the conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventures, though. Yes. Alright, Demeta. Ah, you're back. Did you manage to find the micro 2 leaflets? Yes. Literally right out there. That's for all right. Oh, such a lovely scent. Now, you gathered only the 4 I asked for and not one more, yes? Oh, I know I shouldn't have to ask, but these days, more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and know the value of our time here in the world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12 wood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and to the elementals. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridania. Why, just the other day I caught him and his friends throwing Mentway beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And I was set to give them a memorable scolding. When as they were playing in teams and my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I should have been proud, but when I saw the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was a born leader. Ah, where was I? Oh yes, you see, later that day, I was cooking dinner and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know. Take the money. Alright, that does it for here for now. Let's go down to the hedge tree. Because I say done, but we're not really done. We're never really done, are we? Alright, among all the Opos over here and past the B rank hunt, we have an XIV scout. He's way over here. Okay. Is that it? That is it. I forgot we're in low level stuff. There ain't gonna be like 4 waves of things like there are on some of the higher level things. So an Ixo, did you? Ha! Bloody birds will think twice before coming near our hamlet. The Ixo once dwelt in the 12's wood, you know. But long ago, they woke the Green Wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when the Skritonians took their place here. In fact, none other than this resentment would kindle their hatred for us. Ah, but I expect I'm boring you. By defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hearthmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask that you speak with the others in the hamlet. Many of us could use a hand, and I think of none other than to assist them. Well, I've already have. You're the one who just kind of held me back here. Never mind. I take that back. The kindness of strangers. Pardon me, my lady. Might you be the adventurer whom Egbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment. I never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely gave me cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks, which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon, all from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor, so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Aelbert, an infamous rogue, wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, and I have unwittingly won the affection of a dangerous criminal. But that's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside Hearthmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I'm at a loss. I beg of you, my lady, will not go with my stead. I only wish to be left in peace, but I fear such a man as he, may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Well, let's go ahead and deal with our friend, I guess you could call it. Over here by, literally right by the B rank hunt. Hi! Okay. I didn't want to actually hit the wrong thing here. Well, okay. Dealt with it. Have a good day, Fecta. Glad we could work this out. All for naught. I give thanks that you're unharmed at least. Leather, for me? dearest Emiria, I pray this letter finds you well. Now my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. See you in the first summers of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you in Hurstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. The most I can do is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace, and so it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Aelbert. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Arya. His most precious gift, I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? And it's Aelbert? No, it can't be. Anyway, we must return the presents to the rightful owners. I know we'll not erase this Aelbert's sins. Perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gridania and speak with a woman named Mion? You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that transpired here. She'll know what to do. Yeah, I suppose I haven't really made much progress going forward, so may as well, go back into Gridania. So I find the right area. Hello again. A message from Mary of Hurstmill, you said? Oh, I see. Aelbert, you fool. Deal with the stolen goods, worry not. Yes, I know the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influent merchant in the ebony stalls. You see, this boy had a sister, and the chamomile was her favorite flower. Seeking only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate. And knows to think only of survival, think Little Ala. A common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. Now you know the truth. The sister Aelbert loved so dearly is Emiria. Emiria was too young to remember when Aelbert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and their parents were forced to move to Hurstmill to maintain the fiction. By now, Emiria surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty, and whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. But Aelbert has never forgotten Emiria. Despite the danger, I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. Send Emiria some chamomile seeds by way of thanks for helping us to recover the stolen goods. If only were as simple as returning them to the rightful owners. Sadly, Aelbert's crimes will not be so easily forgiven. But perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, we'll have found a new path. Now that beat the ever-living heck out of them. Alright, so that is that quest. Nice little story quest chain, but I'm gonna go ahead and head back over there, but I'm also gonna poke my head back in because I want to pick up the quest that's over there. It's the fastest way I can think of to actually get there. So actually I'm gonna say is White Wolf Gate because that's the actual gate we needed beneath the planks. It is no ordinary adventurer who is granted passage through the White Wolf Gate. I am Rostaban of the Wood Whalers, and I would see you live up to your reputation. My fellow whalers at Dunstan and Spire are in great need of an adventurer. Said you have a mind to make yourself useful. Travel there and seek out Thabano. Okay. So I guess I'll have to take the a longer way about to get where I need. Alright, so that's down there. So I'm gonna hold off on doing that just yet. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and take this path here to the right and take this way into Falgor. That's where I am, and silly brain got a little confused as to where it was needing to go. But at any rate, now that I have some friggin' friends, let's go ahead and head back up to North Shroud. Alright. Oh, hey look. We need these shroud hairs. Let's go ahead and take care of them while I'm down here, because I'm sure we'll have to come back and take care of them again. But I guess we'll do it now. 3 of them? Alright, and there happens to be 3 literally right here. Easy enough. Easy enough. Let's not play with the balloon. Play with the hair. Alright. Gives us 7,100 experience. What do we have left? I hit the right key. Once I hit the right key... Oh my gosh. Show incomplete. Alright, North Shroud. North Shroud. Alright, we are, like, super close. And in fact, there's the golems literally right there. I guess I'll go play with them real quick. Need to find the other enemy, and then we will finally have finished up this section of the hunting log. Of course, these have a bit more defense than our other stuff, and of course we have to kill 5 of them. Go figure. Fine. Let's demolish. Get that little bit more damage going. Alright, so there should be not more golems as is down here. Oh, there's some golems. These are around here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I think they're... I'll find them. I'll find them. First off, 1 more golem. Oh, there's his is. Just need to find that 1 more golem. Yeah, we're going to have to come back down here anyway because there is a quest down here. But let's deal with the hunting log while we're here. Alright. Let's go up to where I saw those Ziz. Let's go the long way around. 9,400 experience for that one. And... yeah. We will progress the story of this video, I swear. Alright, Ziz. I hope it's not 5. It is 5. Dang it! Must it be 5 game? Why? Oh well. We start off with a positional there. Yeah, we got 5 right here. And the one already gone. Keep going in and out of the sanctuary. Apparently the sanctuary for this area extends out pretty far. Getting notification I'm going in and out of it. One more hit. Alright. Last one. And then we can maybe actually head into Falgord. Maybe. Hooray! And we have unlocked difficulty 4. So we got 27,600 experience for all that. And of course now we're almost level 39 because of doing that. So, do we have... yeah, Exalia Lightwing. That's gonna be... elsewhere, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be more down there or somewhere. But it's at least to some store here. So quite a few quests here, but more importantly, there's our Chocobo Keep. And it looks like our story quest is in there. So let us start with that one. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. There's only a matter of time before he comes for me. just like it came for that poor woman. He's clearly traumatized. Maybe if you soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. Soothe. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that's hardly means I'm gonna suffer the same fate. Next to you, I can think straight again. Can't believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. Just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. A hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. See a corpse of a woman. One glance was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Metroid's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork, that's what I wanted. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure, so at least I can do the repair for comforting me. Yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome. Alright, our next quest is gonna pop up here eventually. This is so ridiculous. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scarlet known as Ziz can inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer was that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't I put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? Fine, I feel like I already killed some of these, but we'll do it again. Portable perils. How do you fancy a Falgard float, traveler? Fine tea, warm beds, good ale, and good company at the bobbing cork. Small wonder that it's many a wayfarer's favorite stop on the road to Coerthas. Speaking of the bobbing cork, I was sharing a drink and a tale with a traveler just a few bells ago. Apparently the poor fellow imbibed a bit too heavily, and when he came to, the key to his room was nowhere to be found. With all the rumors allayed, both my friend and the innkeeper are worried sick. If you happen to stumble across the key, would you be kind enough to return it to the cork? You'd be saving more than one man a sleepless night. Sure. We could do that. We could do that. Let's talk with Godwin. Let's at least pick up the quest for here. Oh, the Wood Whaler says a report that requires urgent delivery. Hail, adventurer, if you would not be averse to courier duty, I have a report that must be delivered to Forintail Spire with all haste. Mind you, this information is highly classified. I trust you to deliver it directly to the hands of the Serpent Lieutenant of Fortifort, without peeking at it, without sneaking a peek for yourself. Okay. That's over there to the west. So, let's go on into the bobbing cork and get a welcome overstayed. Oh, these are useful for us. What the heck? A cozy bed, warm meals, fine spirits. I tell you, friend, ever since I came here, it's like I've died and gone to Nofika's bosom. Go home to to that ramshackle hovel where nothing awaits but my gill-pinching life and their endless whinging. Never. Perhaps you can help me. My wife's hired some poor sop to bring me home, but I reckon this will give him a change of heart. Jeez. Alright, looks like that is all the quests to pick up. So we've got some down and some to the left here. So, next part, I guess we will work on the Falgard float quest. I wasn't expecting the east half to take so long, but it did. So here we are. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keeping content like this. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out.